This is the SAKK Pack V2, and if you're a filmmaker, videographer, photographer, content creator, and you have a lot of gear that you bring on set, you might want to hear me out on this one. All right, y'all, so the team over at SAKK sent me their SAKK Pack V2 to review, but I'm also going to take this bad boy out with me on a real client shoot, where we're going to be at 2 locations with the studio being 1, and I'm going to see if this really helps with my workflow on set. So with that said, let me go ahead and get in my bag. All right, y'all, so now it's time to get into the bag. Let's review the bag, see what gear I'm bringing on this shoot. And if you want to get into the real meat and potatoes of this video and want to get straight to the behind the scenes, feel free to jump back and forth because this video is going to be time stamped. And yeah, let's get into the details of this bag. All right, we're gonna go outside and work our way in. So on the outside of the bag, as you can see, it's a ton of zippers and pockets. So every which way you can think of for storage purposes, you have a place to put it on this bag or in the bag. It's crazy. So you got the zippers, ton of pockets on the top, bottom, and the side. Even on the sides, it's like 2 or 3. And then even on the front. So you're never gonna run out of storage on this bag. So this has space for my laptop and also my iPad. Let's talk about the dividers. So the dividers are probably my favorite part of this bag because this bag is so deep. It can have a full rigged out FX3 or full rigged out camera period. And you can just pull your camera out, slide it onto your tripod, and you're ready to shoot. And I love that because that saves me so much time on set from setting up. Just putting the camera together used to take me like 10 minutes, like all the components and things like that. Great review of this bag. I don't even know what else they can put on this bag, to be honest with you. If you're interested in this bag, if that floated your boat, that ticked all the boxes for you, link is in the description. You can just go cop the bag and that's it. But now let's talk about the gear. So in this bag, I got 3 cameras, about 5 or 6 lenses, XLR cables, audio equipment, headphones. I got a lot of stuff in this bag. But the main things I'm using on today's shoot is my FX3, my A7 IV, my 24-70 on the FX3, and my 28-105, which I'm actually shooting on right now on my A7 IV. That's gonna be like my 2-angle setup because we're doing interviews and the testimonial today. And yeah, so everything else, of course, I got the tripods and all the things. But the main point is I can fit all this stuff into one bag. It's insane because when it comes to workflow and efficiency and just owning a business, time is money, and that's just not and people just don't be saying that because you don't know until you get a business. Like having your time back in whatever capacity means a lot. And appreciate the team at SAKK Pack for sending me their SAKK Pack V2 because it's been a game changer. I've been using this bag for a couple weeks and it's great. But enough of that. We got everything. We reviewed the bag. We know what's in the bag. Let's go ahead and get to the shoot. We're going to be starting off at the studio on the white SAKK. And what we plan to get today is some brand visuals and some talking head shots for the social media as well. So we started off this brand campaign in the studio maybe a couple weeks ago. So this is a continuation of that. So this time it's going to be a little different. Having the SAKK Pack with me, all I got to do is whip out the FX3 and slide this bad boy on, tighten her up, and we ready to shoot. Last time I had to fully build this rig out and it was a little bigger than this, so it took a little more time, but already off the bat, I'm saving about 5 to 10 minutes off just building this rig out by itself, just by having the SAKK Pack. And if I haven't said it already, the link will be in the description below if you want to check this SAKK Pack out. But yeah, so we ready to go. Now we're just waiting on the client to get here and we're gonna get to shooting. So I'm gonna show y'all a lot of the behind the scenes. And yeah, I'm gonna also show y'all how I light the scene as well. So let's get it done. All right, so y'all, in this first scene, we got a 2-camera setup with the light shining down on her from a 45-degree angle. And this is pretty much the result. Pretty clean, simple shoot. Like I said before, this was a continuation of a shoot we already did. So we already kind of knew how we wanted to lay out the scene anyway. And it was a great shoot, I would say. It was a 2-part, really 3-part shoot. But after this part of the shoot, we transitioned into the podcast room. So for the podcast room portion of it, they wanted to do an interview setting with to both of them. So the way I lit it was how I light all of my podcasts, 2 light setup shining on both of them. We got a ton of backlights in the room as well, along with a lot of ambient. And it was great to work with them. So I pretty much just reading off some questions they want to answer for their target audience, and it came out great. Without further ado, let me show y'all the final product and how it ended up looking. All right, y'all, we just finished up the first part of the shoot. We're gonna pack everything up and head to the next location. So yeah, I got some stuff I gotta bring out of the studio, so see y'all there. Now y'all, so similar setup, 2-camera interview setup, but the only difference on this one, we have a shotgun mic overhead because this is a testimonial and we don't want any mics to show in. She has a white shirt, so the mic would have stood out like a sore thumb. So we did the shotgun approach, and this is the final result. Great working with this client. Really, she's a client of my client. They were doing the testimonial video, and her house was beautiful and everything was already lit up, so ambient light was already there. I didn't even have to bring in all my gear, and it turned out great. As you can see, great angles, great shots, and I've been itching to do this type of style of shooting for a very long time, and I was very satisfied that I got to do it. All right, to sum it all up, my experience with the SAKK Pack V2, 10 out of 10. I'm not just saying it because they sent it to me. It's literally the bag that I always been looking for, because I'm big on consolidation and not having stuff everywhere. Because once you have a lot of gear, it can take forever to pack up. It can take forever to keep up with. It's just a mess, and I hate it. And the SAKK Pack does everything I need it to do. It's durable. It has all the storage that I need. It checks off all the boxes. I don't even know what else they could have did to this. So shout out to SAKK for sending me the bag and letting me review it, and also having the experience to bring it on a real client shoot. So if you're wondering if this bag is for you, if you're a creator, filmmaker, videographer, photographer, and you have a lot of gear on set and they can fit in this bag, I say go for it. They definitely have other products on their website that's smaller, can probably fit anybody's use case. But if you're like me and have a lot of gear, definitely go for the V2. So with that said, if you're interested in this bag, link will be in the description below. And lastly, if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it as I try to grow this channel. And yeah, so if you appreciated this video, check this video out. And till next time, people, peace.